One
One Piece.
Piece. All right. To me, there's a lot of things to talk about. So I actually, in a rare twist, I really want to talk about the cover photo on this one, just because anytime Oda like has a moment where like Chopper and Law can like kind of have a friendship over the fact that they're both doctors is really fucking cute to me.
Yeah, I enjoyed that quite a bit.
Because like they're both. So I've seen, and I'll see if I can find the fan art. But like, there's a fan art that I really love that's actually quite similar to this, where someone drew like Chopper and Law like both like studying medical shit. Obviously, there wasn't a tortoise and a crane for no fucking reason, but like, I think sometimes you need to be reminded that they're doctors. You know what I mean? Because Law is typically just looked at as like the the anime badass of the series, and then Chopper is kind of there for the kawaii desune aspect of the series. But they're both fucking doctors, so I always like anything that reminds you of that. Also, Thurman, please silence your phone before I fucking rip it out of your ass.
Yeah,
I skipped a step there. I meant to say rip it out of your hand and shove it up your ass, but in this scenario, it's already in your ass. So,
yeah.
yeah, no,
it's been
I love that cover photo.
video. All right. Well, I think that this chapter is a really good chapter. I think Oda was just getting straightforward with this chapter. I think Oda was just trying. Oda pulled a Togashi in a sense of he was nothing. Everything was straightforward. Everything
What about
was just
Togashi is ever straightforward?
your face here. So his final chapter before he went on hiatus was very straightforward.
Oh,
actually,
fair enough. Okay, so
Easy.
here's what I want to. I want to ask you something. So to me, there's two things hinted at in the first page that I want to talk to you about, because I think Oda's like setting shit up for like way farther down the line. Okay, so we have a ghost man. Okay, we have a ghost that appears apparently, and we also have this street murderer. Now the street murderer was foreshadowed back with when Zoro was first showed up, because they were trying to pin that shit on Zoro. Do you remember that?
Mm-hmm.
So we have this street murderer, and we have a sketch of him, and he looks like a fucking freak for sure. Like he looks like one of them like insane villains, you know. What's your thoughts on him and the little sketch that they have?
I didn't really consider him a villain. Honestly, I don't really consider him a villain yet.
Oh, that's true. I guess he looks like a fucking nutcase, I suppose.
He looks like a wandering samurai. That's like he's like probably one of those dudes who are just killing off
Wait a
Kaido's
minute, you
people
don't
at night.
but he's not like. It seems to me like he's killing random citizens.
I don't think he's like really like a. I mean, we have to have the connections, because I mean, it's not really saying like he's just killing random citizens, to my knowledge. To my knowledge, every time we've seen something, it's been samurai. So I'm assuming
You think?
the killing has a purpose.
I don't know, man. I think it's not like every single person in Wano is a samurai. Like as you see in this chapter, only samurai are able to carry swords. You know, that's like a status thing, right? So like there are definitely like members of the population that aren't samurai, and I don't think that it's like, oh, most people are samurai in Wano. You know what I mean?
But I'm just saying, it doesn't seem like he's just killing random citizens. Unless it says that, I think there's a higher motive to him killing. I don't think he just. I mean, I could be wrong, but I mean, it doesn't seem like Oda's just going for that here.
Yeah, but you could totally be right. I mean, like Oda could certainly go for the whole like he was. Oh, they reported it as him doing that, but really blankety blank. So yeah, I could see. I think both things are possible here. Certainly, it almost looks like, at least in this excuse me, in this sketch here, it looks like he has a scythe, like which is pretty fucking badass. I mean, have we had a One Piece character use a scythe before? I'm sure some fucking person.
Scythe fruit.
Yeah, it doesn't need to be a fruit, my dude.
He can create scythes from his body.
Well, there was the sickle fruit from that first filler. Remember that?
I mean, we'll have to see what goes on here.
Certainly. What about the ghost man, though? My other question was the ghost.
Just looking for his photo, man. He looks like he's going to have a great design. I can't wait to see him in the flesh.
Me too. No, but I think the ghost man and the street murders are a completely separate thing. Because look, it's like this and also this. Like they're two separate stories. You see?
Yeah. And then you have the witching hour boy who steals. We have your Wano Robin Hood, essentially.
Yep. It steals from the rich, gives to the poor. So there's three separate things being set up here, which interests me. Now, at first, because I saw Usopp in the background there, I was like, what's my boy doing back there? I had to second guess myself because at first they show him, but they don't zoom in on him, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Yo, but Usopp, man,
Stealth him.
The feet. This man's putting in paper in the pockets of people. Wow,
Yep,
the feet,
dude. Usopp's got stealth feats now, my dude. He can fucking like master pickpocketer. He's learning from Nami. I feel like, you know what? That's my headcanon now. Remember when like Usopp and Nami, like, they talked for a while. They were like part of the weak trio, I believe, as they called themselves. You know what I mean? Like they had a kind of a bonding moment when he built her Climatex. So I like to think that in return, she taught him how to pickpocket.
I was about to say, don't start shipping them.
There's
man.
no ship. No one.
Usopp girl. Usopp already has his girl, and Nami already has her man.
No, that'd be blasphemy. As an Usopp fan, Usopp is tied with Sanji as my favorite Straw Hat. As an Usopp fan, obviously he's going back to Kaya. I'm not a fucking blasphemer here. Like, unless of course that's assuming, of course, she doesn't die from her horrible illness that she has. Wouldn't that just be a kick in the ass if Oda's like, oh yeah, remember she had a fucking illness, she's dead now.
God, if Oda put something together, that'd be funny. I wouldn't be mad. Honestly, I'd laugh so hard.
If you'd laugh if what happened?
If Oda was like, fuck it, put Usopp and Nami together, I wouldn't even be mad. I'd laugh so hard.
I think that I gotta be honest, and you're gonna be mad at me for this. I think that ship is way more viable than Luffy Nami. Because to me they had that I mean, it hasn't been shown in a while, but they had that connection. Like, there was a really real moment between them with when she kind of went up to Usopp in a moment of like, you know, legitimately asking like hey, like, you are weak just like me, but you find a way to stay in the battles, and I admire that I admire that about you. So I always love that scene with them. So, you know, if we're talking shipping, Thurman's whole thing is, oh, the hat scene, blah blah blah. But like, to me, Luffy sees everybody as a friend. Okay, this man does not have a sexual bone in his body. Like nothing.
No, the idiots don't have sexual bones in their body. Okay, they don't understand it. Dumbasses don't understand love. They don't understand.
But see, because the problem is you're equating. So like, if you're talking like, you know what? Fuck it. We gotta move on. That's a video. We're gonna do a video on that, Thurman, one day.
Anyway.
But yeah, so they're doing the thing. They're doing like the fucking spark the revolution through these little cards like they showed. And I love what's going on.
Don't you dare disrespect Law's crew here.
I'm not! I was just about to say Penguin and I believe Sachi is the other name. I love them. I love Law's crew.
Hashtag Law will not
and
die.
I assume, and then also don't forget Beppo in the middle there with the fucking bucket on his head.
I said Beppo.
What?
I said Beppo.
Oh, I know. But like, that actually brings me to another thing too. I really want to see not even just Beppo. I want to see all of Law's crew do something, because you have like the Straw Hats. All of them have an importance. You know, Zoro, Nami, Robin, Frankie. They all do stuff, right? Law, similar to Luffy, is a man who, to me, strikes me as someone who would have a crew of people that he loves and respects, just like Luffy does. So, like, I want to see all of these people on Law's crew do some shit. Law wouldn't have these fucking people on his crew if they were scrubs, so, like, I really am hoping that they do some shit this arc.
So do I. Gotta respect the Heart Pirates.
Exactly. Like, show me that the Heart Pirates mean something beyond their fucking captain, please. But yeah, that's something I'm looking forward to. So we also see some hyped motherfuckers like, yeah, I'm gonna fight Rebellion, Viva la Rebellion. Usopp, I feel, is kind of playing his role here, doing the Toad salesman thing, and he's probably like slipping the cards in as he's showing that shit off. So that's pretty cool. Now let's talk about Nami and Nami's Kunoichi adventure here. Bruh.
Oh, yeah. So we have a little foreshadowing here. I don't know if this is the translation for manga stream, but it says, are they planning to start a war? So I'm assuming that paper is about outside of Wano. So I'm assuming something of Reverie, something happened with the fucking Reverie, man. Even more so than, so
I took that as So here's what's going on. Okay, the paper that he's looking at. These two are weapons dealers. They're making weapons. Kaido has always been making weapons. Remember, Kaido. He has factories to make weapons, and then they ship weapons out to different countries. So they don't know the news that's going outside. They just see the order. You see, it says, here's the next armament shipping order, as in arms, weapons, arms dealings, right? So they have this big, huge list of like, we want 1,000,000 billion of this weapon, right? So they're just looking at this order that's like, oh shit, that's a lot of fucking weapons. What are they, starting a war or something? So someone is ordering a fuckload of guns. So that in that regard, it could be foreshadowing, but it's not like they have a paper. They're looking at an order that they have to fulfill.
That makes sense.
And Nami and fucking name I'm not bothering to remember until she becomes more important, they're essentially like, oh, this is where they're gonna be, this is where the boat's gonna be, and we can fucking.
So I'm assuming they're gonna try to stop those shipments from leaving. Although I don't see what the point of that is if they're trying to. I guess that makes sense, but I'm just like.
No, I think that this is going towards their plan to like understand the inner workings of Kaido's shit to like, because I think they're still going along with the plan. To me, I think it has, you know what, actually, I think I just got it right now. Where Luffy is imprisoned is the island where they make people, like, make the weapons. That's the slave stuff, right? So they're probably, I imagine they just want to follow the boat to get there. I don't know. If we're missing something obvious, please say in the comments. I apologize. But I assume it has something to do with their original goal. They're not sidetracking. It's either, we're still finding out the inner workings of Kaido's blah, 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 or it's to get Luffy back,
Yeah, that makes sense, actually. That makes a lot of sense.
Mm-hmm. No, I gotta say, one of my favorite panels of this entire chapter, I really love page 8 where they're both just running away. It's like, oh, I love seeing Nami have her own little adventure here. And can we just confirm worst ninja ever over here, this fuckface? Shinobu, that's her fucking name. Worst ninja ever.
She's...
like, bro, and then Nami pulling the meow, and they're like, oh, it's a cat. And then she screams, it's a person and a cat!
Oh, that was amazing.
She couldn't just stop from screaming, bro.
So let's talk about your boy. Sanji.
Oh my boy, bro! I saw that shit. That just brought a smile to my face, bro. When I saw Sanji doing that shit, I was just like, oh, he's so happy. Look at him. He's
not even doing his job. He's proving that Zoro is the best boy over here.
Proving that bro. No, get out of here. What the fuck are you saying? Look at him. Look at him! You think Zoro could create a line that big just for his talents? No.
Yeah, Zoro is doing best friend status
somewhere right now.
Zoro doing best friend status and being hyped up to help his boy Luffy, while Sanji's over here cooking food for the woman. Even Nami's like, he's not even gathering samurai, bro.
I bet you he will be. I almost guarantee you it's going to be one of those moments where they think he's doing nothing, and then it's going to be like, oh no, while I was hitting on the ladies, I also talked to this person, because how do you get a bunch of people gathered? Food.
Bro, I'm waiting for you, man. I'm waiting. Next couple of chapters, I'm waiting for Zoro to bring out a big-ass fucking samurai army. Bro, Zoro's going to be bringing out the fucking...
Zoro's not doing shit, right? I guarantee.
I'm waiting.
No. Zoro is not doing anything. He is on that fucking boat, scarfing down wasabi. If he wasn't on the boat, he'd be getting lost. He's useless until you need to like fucking. You need to Patrick Star style take Zoro and push him in front of an enemy, and until that happens, he's useless. You need to fucking plop him down.
Zoro's gonna I'm telling you, Zoro's gonna be that clutch. Everyone else is gonna be.
He's just there for fighting power. Everyone else has strategy. You want to talk? You're trying to tell me that Sanji can't do strategy? Are we forgetting the whole Mr. Prince situation back in Alabasta? Like that motherfucker came in clutch, hardcore.
Everyone's gonna be dying. Everyone's gonna be. And then Zoro's gonna come in like.
You didn't answer my question, bitch. I'm talking about the Alabasta Sanji when he like saved everybody. Came in clutch there. Remember that?
That was a lucky shot.
Yeah, lucky. Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay. But either way, I was just really happy to see him. Like, it's just nice because, like, the last arc we had Sanji going through so much, and he was like really stressed and sad. It's just super nice to see him happy again. Like, this just felt like a return to form for Sanji. He's back in. He's having fun. He's happy. And that just made me happy to see. Sanji's like a fucking loved one to me. I'm like, oh, he's happy, and he's doing what he loves, and he's making noodles, and he's getting women to go hard-eyed for his food. He's just having such a good time. Now, who do you think, though? There's someone in the lower corner that's getting a little pissed at Sanji over there. What do you think's going on there?
Nami.
No.
Sorry. I had to...
That boy, does he have any idea who this island belongs to?
No, that silhouette, I have no idea. But I mean,
we got a Sanji fight on our hands. Mm-hmm.
It's just like kind of. I'm just like, wait a minute. Maybe, who knows?
I don't know. I want to see some Sanji action, bro.
Someone hurt that Sanji's baking out the food.
I don't know. Maybe he's taking all the business. Maybe, yeah. But no. So let's talk, bruh. Let's talk about Kid and Luffy.
Feet and. Bro, these people, are you fucking kidding me? Carrying 500 rocks with sea stones.
Add it to the respect thread. That when I saw that shit, when they're like, oh, what did they get unshackled? No, they're still shackled. I was like, that's a respect thread. Put it on there.
Oh my god!
That just proves none of their physical strength comes from the devil fruit whatsoever. I mean, well, okay, let me back that up. Some of it does, right? So like obviously Luffy's able to like make his punches stronger by like whipping it, kind of like, you know, like a rubber band force. But like this just shows that he still has plenty of raw physical strength that has nothing to do with his devil fruit power. And same with Kid.
Bro, I love the relationship between Luffy and Kid here. It's
very
just beautiful.
Would you give it a Goku Vegeta-esque vibe?
Yeah, I would say so. Goku, Vegeta, Naruto, Sasuke, except it's better written.
Yeah, and I mean, no, I can't believe they actually like they gave them that much of the food. I was like, you're kidding me.
Like, bruh.
And no, I think my favorite, another one that I laughed at really hard too, where he's like, you gotta punish him. You gotta be strict with him, and then he's just like. Fully chew your food before you swallow. What are you, their mother?
These two run that prison, bro.
They do. It's immediately. No, okay. We have to talk about this hippo guy because there are a few moments in anime where there's moments where I think I've seen everything. I've watched 5 parts of JoJo. I've read all One Piece. I've read all of Hunter x Hunter, and you think you've seen everything, and then you see a guy protruding out of a hippo mouth, and you're like,
bro,
this is prime Oda right here, prime One Piece.
So many times I was like, wait a minute, is he inside the hippo?
Yes,
like,
you fucking moron!
I have to see. Don't call me a fucking moron.
You're a fucking moron. That's the smile fruit. It's no different than the guy that we had, the fucking lion coming out of his stomach. Like that is what happens with the smile fruits. They fuck you. Smile fruits are like shit tier Walmart brand fucking devil fruits.
Hey, Walmart! Hey, don't you dare diss Walmart. Walmart has great stuff.
Only you would say that.
No, I'm pretty sure a lot of.
Yeah. Go to Walmart. Destroy the country more.
I've been in Michigan. Bitch. I see the type of stores you shop at. You shop at the 2-bit Walmart, motherfucker. I'm calling out you. I'm calling out you and your store,
Which
bitch.
One?
I'm calling you out.
You talking about Meijer?
Yeah, you calling
things
you
are
out?
Slightly more expensive, so that we're not, fucking outsourcing everything.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, hippo dude, right?
No, that's fucking amazing. Like that makes me so happy. Like that just feels like that's so Oda. Like look at that. Okay, page 15, bottom panel, where it's just the dude's legs and the hippo's mouth closes. I was fucking dying. He's like, they're like, he's trying to say something, but he just can't.
Oh my god.
Like,
I love it.
It's such an Oda thing, bro. Now, did you notice my boy, Caribou? He's there! Well, you didn't notice Caribou, did you? I'm about to be real mad.
Bro, you cut out so bad.
Okay, good. I was about to fucking... Did you notice Caribou?
Yeah, the dude who tried to steal the mermaids. I was going to say that.
It's actually really... Because I've just been rereading Fishman Island with Andrew. That's crazy. And that makes sense, because, again, I know that you used to not know that the fucking cover stories were canon. So I don't know if you read the cover story, but like again, this is another thing that was already basically told. Caribou getting captured by Kaido's crew was told in a cover story, like around like Punk Hazard times.
So I'm assuming it's probably there's gonna be like a cover story miniseries somewhere.
For what?
Like a BBC Kai something.
For what?
So you can just read all the cover stories in one go.
Oh, like maybe all in one book. That'd be kind of nice. I mean, I'm not sure. I hope so. But no, just to kind of give you just to kind of catch up to speed on that one. Caribou, like I haven't seen it in a while, but like he met like when he like escaped Fishman Island, he met like this really nice old woman who kind of became like a grandmother figure to him, and they went on some adventures, and basically it ended with Caribou getting captured by X-Drake, you know, the one with the T-Rex devil fruit.
Mm-hmm.
And as we all know, X-Drake works for Kaido. So the final scene of that cover story is basically X-Drake dragging him off to one of Kaido's islands. So yes, Caribou shortly after Fishman Island got captured by X-Drake, who works for Kaido now. So once again, Oda being god tier in that continuity, Caribou's here, and I hope he does something, because like that's fucking great.
Bro, I'm waiting for that jail, bro. I'm waiting.
He's probably just one of the fucking samurai that were mentioned. It's not going to be anyone that like he's going to be epic, but it's not like anyone we know or anything.
Jinbei.
It's not. How the fuck would it be Jinbei? You can't really think that. You are no Thurman. You realize? I hope you know that the fandom, not just the One Piece fandom, but our fandom that exists now. We're officially big enough to have a fandom, in my opinion. The fandom knows that you're a fucking freak. Did you see the comment last week where it was like, this man just admitted to wanting to slam Katarina Devon? I was like, yes! They picked up on it! And I responded, and I was like, man, I'm just as lost as you are.
I love it.
So yeah, once again, if you think that that's Jinbei, you have a problem. Because how in God's name would Jinbei go from basically just being at the feet of Big Mom, about to get baby shaked? Yes, I stole that from King Lightning. All Yonkos can baby shake. That's all of them, okay? Blackbeard can, Shanks can. Like, it's not specific to Kaido, in my opinion.
Luffy can, too, when he's not getting baby shaked.
Dude, tell me you don't really think that.
I don't, but I want my boy Jinbei. I need my boy Jinbei.
Nah.
I need him.
I need him to be dead. That's what I need him.
I know. I need him to be alive.
I've always found Jinbei boring.
You are begging for deaths right now. You are death deprived right now.
No, it's just Jinbei's boring. He'd be the perfect candidate for a death.
No, stop trying to kill off the good characters, Red.
Kill off Jinbei. Well, here's the difference. If Law died, because I've also advocated for Law's death. That one I would be sad about because I like Law.
Pointless deaths mean nothing for a story. Hashtag Neji.
Not pointless death, but it's Oda. It'd be a good-ass death. How do you come into contact with Big Mom and not die? It better be a good-ass explanation if he's alive.
That's a pointless death. Jinbei has done nothing to...
Then how does Jinbei get out of the Big Mom situation that he was in?
Water.
I hate that makes so much sense. I was like, fuck. I wanted to refute it so bad. You're not wrong!
Take that L, comprehension.
Damn it! Damn it, Fishman jeans! Man, I think Arlong had a point when he was talking about how fishmen are just better than humans, man. He had a point.
Everyone else in Jim can die. Just Jim stay alive.
Well, alright, what do you think about Fat Kid and Fat Luffy?
Oh my god, that's so funny.
Bruh, okay, Luffy's one thing, but Fat Kid, that shit needs to be a fucking PNG, emoji it everywhere. Like, look at
this means it's confirmed that Kid and the dude from Annie's Lobby had.
Oh yeah, Life Return, yeah. Because basically, like, there's this big theory going around, if you haven't heard of it, where Luffy has this ability to, like, you know, go from fat to skinny immediately, and it heals all of his injuries and stuff. Kumadori in CP9 had an ability called Life Return, where he could eat a bunch and immediately like control his body to absorb the calories and give himself the energy immediately. So the theory has been that Luffy actually has that, because Oda is genius at playing stuff off that seems comedic and then turning it into an actual thing. So yes, I still adhere to that theory, considering, I don't know if you noticed this, it used to be something that wasn't mentioned. It was just like, it happened and it's funny. But now every time it happens, someone notices it. It's like, oh, that's weird. He's getting thin, you know. So like, it's happening in canon. You know. So I agree. I think that this just means that once you get to a certain level of control of your body, you do have Life Return, in my opinion. So I agree.
Yes, bro, and final 2 pages here are just fucking beautiful. Luffy, oh god,
they own the prison. It's so sexy,
bro. Like it's so. This is so good.
I love it. It's such an interesting situation to see Luffy in, because people were kind of, originally people were cunty about the whole, he was in prison in the last arc. But here's why it's different in this one, right? Like he's in prison for longer now, so it's like a different vibe. Like to see Luffy like kind of technically imprisoned, but at the same time, because he's so powerful, just kind of essentially just radiating big dick energy. I will use that phrase.
This man got ate by a hippo, and then just fucking, I'm pretty sure he did some type of hockey bullshit.
It looked like Conqueror's hockey to me. Because the hippo just fucking goes nuts. I don't know. Maybe.
And then
or they just beat the fuck out of it in the inside. I don't know.
But, bro, Stars of Hope. I can't.
It's great, because all the other prisoners are like, oh my god! That'd be like if fucking, that'd be like if you were in prison and like, I'm trying to think of like a really strong guy. Like, who's like the fucking UFC champion or some shit? Brock Lesnar. You're in prison, and then Brock Lesnar gets like shackled up, and then he just gets up, bends the bars open, and it's like, all right, let's go. And you're like, fuck, it's Brock Lesnar! He's an animal! We got this! Well, the cops try to shoot Brock Lesnar, and he like deflects it off of one of his fucking abs.
Bro, that's great. I love it so much. It's overall, man, this chapter was just, it was great. It was very straightforward, but oh my god, so much hype.
I agree. So this arc is god tier so far. Also, wait, I forgot to mention as well, I really love Luffy's little like face that he does with his lip. Like he's just got the like, it's just one of those like like, yeah. I don't know, it's so sassy. I don't know how to describe it, but I love it.
Kid's just like, where's your proof?
So good. So you know what needs to happen? One of the calamities got to come down and fucking show him who's boss. They're getting unruly.
Either the queen or...
Well, it was implied that Queen was going to torture them, wasn't it? The weird-looking one with the fucking gears and shit?
Yeah.
So, like, I feel like Queen's got to come down, show these fuckers who's boss. They're getting out of line.
Yeah, you already know what's going to happen. Well, yeah. Kaido's keeping him alive because he wants someone part of his crew. So.
Certainly. But what does Kaido want to do? He wants to rake their spirits. He wants to make them realize the place that they're in and realize how powerless they are in front of him. So he's got to send down one of his boys to teach them the pecking order.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to see Queen come down and just be like, no! You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, definitely.
It's going to be beautiful. And because Kid and Luffy, they're such fucking hard-headed fucks. It's not going to work. Like, we're going to have a fucking Gon versus Hanzo situation where, like, I don't know if you remember in that Gon-Hanzo fight, like, Hanzo was just, like, breaking him and, like, breaking multiple bones and kicking him and internal bleeding and all this shit to Gon, and he just wouldn't give up. He didn't stop. So, and he, to the point where Hanzo was uninjured, Gon was fucking destroyed, and then Hanzo gave up because he knew he would never be able to get Luffy to give up. Or, excuse me, Gon in that scenario. So I feel like it's going to be one of those situations where it's like, Luffy and Kid are just going to get annihilated, but they're just never going to lose that determination in their eye, and it's going to fucking blow his mind. Like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Obviously, Oda will put his own little unique spin on it, as he always does, but I'm very curious. Also, this Hippo guy, like, I wonder if any of the headliners are going to have any, meaning to their point in the story, or are they just here to be fucking idiots? Because, like, all of them they're low tier at this point. Like, so it's, which is shocking to me, because they're still supposed to be, like, semi-high ups in a Yonko's crew, but I guess that shows how far along Luffy and Kaido are.
Well, I mean, they have the unlucky nature of being facing the high tiers of the crew. Like they face Zoro and Luffy, two of the
This is
strongest of the
true.
crews.
You're right. Maybe a headliner would be able to tango
Not like Frankie, Brooke. Probably not Chopper. Chopper's a big boy, but you know,
Chopper with that monster point. Yeah. I don't know, man. It's gonna be interesting.
It's like if they face like Law, Luffy, Zoro, Sanji, Chopper,
that
they
makes
probably
sense. The captains, they gotta fucking stand up, respect. Oh man. Okay. Well, a lot of good stuff here. One Piece being prime fucking One Piece. I need your predictions for next week, Thurman.
Already gave you my predictions, my boy.
I guess we did. Yeah, the fucking calamity will show up. Now, what about man? I don't know. I do want to see Zoro again, and I'm sorry. Did I show you the thing where it was like Zoro and Sanji have not interacted in the manga since 2013?
Yep.
Bruh. That's insane. I need we have a big thing here between Thurman and I. Okay, I am fully on Team Sanji, whereas he, the heathen, is on Team Zoro. You know, the normie, the scrub. Every fucking...
It's very basic to have a Sanji fan too.
Please! Yo, nah, fam. Zoro is like the one, you know, when you get into anime and you watch your fucking DBZs and your bleaches and you're like, oh, swords! Rurouni Kenshin! Swords!
Hey, don't knock. Rurouni Kenshin was a masterpiece.
It's the same people. I'm not dissing it. What I'm saying is basic bitches equate swords with like ultimate badassery, and I do love sword characters, but it's like
I don't. In fact, swords are one of my most hated fictional weapons of all time, unless it's done well. Guns and swords are the most boring fictional weapons of all time, unless they're done
right.
uniquely.
And no, to be clear, I just like fucking with Thurman here. I love Zoro, I really do. But what I'll say is, I get a little triggered about this scenario or this particular argument because, and I don't know how you. I'd like to hear how you feel on this, Thurman. But like, there were people in the whole Cake Island arc that got pissed about the fact that Sanji was cooking. You remember that?
That's fucking stupid.
Do you remember that though? Did you ever see any of those?
Yeah.
Like, oh, he's baking a cake. That's how they're gonna solve this. It's like, yeah, he's a cook. I like that. That'd be like if Chopper solved the situation by doing medical stuff. Oh wait, he did in Punk Hazard. That's what they do, man. Oh, how about those times where Frankie solved stuff by building things? Remember when he built that bridge in like 2 seconds? That's what they do. It's their fucking role. So to me, I've always found Sanji more interesting than Zoro because Zoro's like role on the crew is a fighter and he fights. Whereas Sanji, he happens to be good at fighting, but also has a different role on the crew. I find that fascinating. The fact that he is the cook and the third most strongest person on the crew is phenomenally interesting to me. And I've always loved the whole, like, Sanji and Zoro are almost equal thing. And I really want to see a fight between them play out at some point. Like, I don't know if Oda will ever do it, but, like, give me a full fight between them. Like, I just need it. I need it.
Yes, you do. Free for all versus Zoro versus Sanji.
I hate to be that guy. I do feel like if it was Zoro Sanji, Zoro would come out on top. Zoro, just feat wise, Zoro has shown more. Although I think destruction wise, Zoro comes out on top, right? Like DC wise, he comes out on top. Yeah. But I do believe that speed wise, like, Sanji comes out on top.
Well, they're all lightning speed.
Yes, but Sanji has... If you look at speed feats, Sanji has shown slightly more speed feats than Zoro. Like, King Lightning has gone into this a lot, like, and he's, like, fucking obsessed with this shit. And I trust his judgment, and I have looked at the respect threads. I do believe Sanji to be a little bit faster. Not fast enough to, like, you know, make the battle, essentially. I still think Zoro would win. But I do think that Sanji, if it was... And actually, this has been proven... you know that Oda did an SBS that actually helped Death Battlers a lot. Did you see the SBS he did where Oda was asked in like in an 100-meter race who would win in all the Straw Hats? Like, what's the places they come, right? Did you ever see that one?
Yeah, I saw that one.
So yeah, like I think it was... I think Brook was up there. Like, and this is running speed, of course. This isn't dodging speed. This is pure running speed. But, like, I think Sanji was second or third, and then Zoro was down at, right, like, maybe, like, 5 or 6. I'd have to look it up. But, so running speed, we know that he's faster than Zoro. So that's something. And, yes, we're going into a rant here. But it's been so long since we've done a death battle, Thurman. And, by the way, I'm going to tease it right now. I'm going to do it. Death battles. If you're an OG on this fam, we used to do death battles. Death battle's returning. We're going to return soon. I'm going to try for next week. Because this weekend, you and me, Thurman, we got to film one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sound of it more excited.
We have to catch up on his most infamous manga.
He's going to get my ass into Black Clover. He's going to force me. He's going to hold me down Clockwork Orange style, peel my eyelids open, and make me read it. I'm ready.
Boondocks will tie you down to the bed.
Read! I hope I like it. I want to like it. Make me like it. I'm ready.
I think it'll just be your belief. That's what it will be.
I'm okay with that. But yeah,